Hello and welcome to glennzb TV, the show that puts glennzb into your virtual headset. Yes, I'm bringing New Zealand to the world, and the world to New Zealand. And I feel like we've had this conversation before, but can we please decide? I mean, it's only 4 letters. Can we decide on whether it's Iran, Iran, or Iran? Or Iran? Oh. How can 4 letters be pronounced 4 different ways? Do the people in Iran know where they are? Can somebody get hold of me and just tell me? Today it was a bit Hamiltonian in Auckland. There was a bit of fog about. I love it for 2 reasons. A, it reminds me from when I used to live in Hamilton, and B, I get to use all my fog lights because I've got you do a secret little twist of my what do you call those things that stick out from the steering column? That thing with the headlight thing, and then extra fog lights come on. Apparently, I mean, I could turn them on the rest of the time. Are you allowed to do that? Are you allowed to turn your fog lights on when it's not actually foggy? Are there rules about these things? I don't know. Anyway. So I quite like it, but people who are trying to fly from place to place may not. There were fog restrictions at Auckland Airport this morning, which meant that flight NZ246 from Bali to Auckland was diverted to Melbourne, which is awesome, because who really wants to go to Auckland when you can go to Melbourne? We've got the amount Hollywood stars are getting paid. Daniel Craig, for the new Bond movie, gets $25 million. He must just about be in a wheelchair by now. As long as it's a wheelchair that converts into an anti-aircraft gun, I suppose that's all right. Dwayne Johnson, $22 million for Red Notice. Vin Diesel, $20 million for yet another Fast and Furious movie. They're still fast, still furious. You would have thought that by this stage they would have calmed down a bit, but no, it's still furious. License to tell dag jokes, 2 licenses. Women not getting paid as much, of course. Anne Hathaway, $15 million for Barbie. That's an expensive Barbie. They always have been a bit overpriced. And Jennifer Lawrence, Red Sparrow. Oh, I haven't seen that one yet. I really want to. She got $15 million for that. She should get more than anybody else because I love her. Anyway, what I'm saying is I'd do any of those movies for under 10 probably. 10 million. You could probably even talk me down to 5 million. I'd be prepared to star in a feature movie for $5 million. I'm putting that out there right now. Where do I sign? Baldness. It's going to be a thing of the past, apparently, because a potential new cure for baldness has been discovered using a drug which was originally intended to treat osteoporosis. So that's weird, isn't it? Because baldness makes your head look bonier. And then something which was supposed to make you bonier makes you hairier. They don't know what they're doing, do they, scientists? But, you know, if I wasn't bald, what would I be? A hairy Glenn ZB? That wouldn't work. And finally, the Southern District Police are warning of a new scam, which involves an automated message in a Kiwi accent. You see, because normally if you pick up the phone and it's somebody from a call centre in Jakarta or in New Delhi or Islamabad, you're thinking, you immediately, as racist, I mean, it sounds like racial profiling, but you do get a little bit suspicious. But if you've just got somebody in a Kiwi accent saying, this is the police, you owe money to Inland Revenue, if you don't pay, you will be arrested. That was my best. It's hard to, when you're actually speaking a New Zealand accent, to do a New Zealand accent sometimes. Anyway, it then has a phone number to call and then asks for your name and IID number. I feel like, even though it's in a New Zealand accent, if somebody rang you up and said that, you'd have to be a little bit trusting to go along with that one. Anyway, so if you hear that, don't do it. And besides which, who knows their IID number anyway? I am glennzb. Thank you so much for having me in your virtual headset. I will see you back here again tomorrow.